Her first brave steps into the trees to join the others.
Bonita's chances for release are looking pretty good. You know, in a few minutes she's starting to climb. So after the entire rehabilitation process, I think she'll be ready. Bonita will stay here, and I guess Bonita will have like a free life, like in the forest. She deserves to have it.
For Bonita, these are the first steps on a journey that may take 4 years of playing and learning in the trees before she's ready to be released. That time has now come for Kaliba, an adult male orangutan who has just cleared quarantine. To minimize risk, the operation to transport him to a release site will take place in the cool of night, when he's more likely to sleep. The full team of vets and keepers have been called in just in case anything goes wrong.
We always have to be careful. It's a wild orangutan, and an orangutan this big could potentially break half the transport cage, and you know that could be a big problem.
First, Kaliba must be sedated so he can be moved and safely undergo a medical check.
We have to blow that him, and as soon as he's sedated, we're gonna bring him here, put him in the transport cage.
The team must get him into his cage before the drugs wear off and he wakes up for the long journey. So the most difficult task for vet Christine is to administer Kaliba with the right dose of anesthetic.
The anesthetic is kind of one of the most particular parts of this whole process. There's always lots of concerns with moving a big orangutan, as if they wake up they could do some damage.
To make the task even more difficult, Christine must hit Kaliba with an anesthetic blow dart in almost total darkness.
Okay, he's awake.
It's pretty difficult to see, but I think that they're going in, so we're timing it now. Hopefully he'll fall asleep soon.
Finally, Kaliba is asleep and can be moved. The team must conduct a quick medical check before he wakes up.
He's breathing okay, his heart is stable. Yeah, he's doing alright.
Kaliba is given a reverse rhythm to counteract the anesthetic.
We want to make sure that he's somewhat awake for the journey so that he doesn't have any problems in case of we have to intervene for him.
He's woken up very quickly, so I think he's doing alright.
Awake and in his transport cage, Kaliba begins the long journey back to freedom. The team must drive through the night to reach an area of forest that is big enough for a new adult orangutan.
It is not easy to find a release site nowadays because all the forest is being wiped out. So actually, this orangutan was rescued just about 7 kilometers away from the center. We have to take him all the way down to this location because around the area there is no more forest.
The race is on, as they can only keep Kaliba calm in his cage for so long. After a long night on the road, they've reached Mount Tarak, 200,000 acres of protected forest.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a bit stressed out, yeah. Focalizing quite a lot. But he's doing pretty well. He's not trying to break the cage, which is already quite good.
They've hired a team of local porters to carry Kaliba the 3 miles to the release site.
These guys are quite used to it, and they have helped us before, so we're pretty confident. They are really good. You'll see.
At approximately 25 years old, Kaliba weighs nearly 130 pounds, but his reinforced cage is another 200.
We're almost ready to go now. We left last night at around 12 in the evening, and now it's like 9 in the morning. It's been already 9 hours in the transport cage. So now the priority is to try to reach the release site as soon as possible. Yeah, but what they are doing is amazing, you know. They are taking in their shoulders 150 kilograms. And you know, some of them are barefoot. I think it's amazing, you know, what they do.
Before bringing Kaliba here, Dr. Gail Campbell-Smith and her team studied every aspect of the forest to be sure it can safely support the survival of a new orangutan.
I've been looking at what's been fruiting, and at the moment it's really a lot of fruit. So for Kaliba to come here, it's a very, very good choice. So there is a wild population here, but it's quite low. So, you know, he stands a good chance of getting in here and finding his own range, which is super important for orangutans, especially for the males.
12 hours after leaving the rescue center, they finally reached the release site. A section of forest with enough fruit and food sources to sustain Kaliba.
Maju. Ya, tapi nanti karena mungkin kita bersihkan di situ dulu. Ya. We think this is a good sighted or something. Are you ready? Okay. Siap. They always go the opposite side. We want to go. Go out in this tree. This is the moment that we were looking forward to for such a long time.
Rescued from almost certain death, Kaliba's return to the wild paved the way for more from the rescue center.
To be able to release an orangutan and see the orangutan doing well, this is what it keeps us going, you know, it gives us hope. Finally, we got the chance to give him his freedom again. Final, total freedom. Bye-bye, Kaliba.
Take years, but Carmela and the team are working to release every orangutan currently in baby and forest school back to the wild. With a clean bill of health and now out of quarantine, Anjas is making his first steps in baby school.
We found Bonita here.
Bonita proved to be a fast learner, and after just 3 days, is already climbing high in forest school.
I think he's very brave because he's going to be the smallest in the group of the juveniles.
And finally, the island is ready for its first orangutan.